Hello, friends. I'm Tom Kaz, your host on Tune Tuesday. Welcome again. We're continuing on the 500 greatest songs ever by Rolling Stones magazine, their list of these songs. And we've made it up to number 420. So let's just kick it off right there. This song by 1965. 420 by the Mamas and the Papas. It's called California Dreamin'. On a frigid winter in Manhattan, a song came to John Phillips in the middle of the night. He woke up his young wife, Michelle, who was homesick for the West Coast, to help him finish writing California Dreamin', one of the all-time sunniest songs of longing. The tune was first recorded by Phillips' folk group, the New Journeymen, and later given to Barry McGuire as a thank you after McGuire, riding high with the eve of destruction, introduced the group to producer Lou Adler, who convinced the Mamas and the Papas to cut it themselves. Hey, and what's great, I even get to sing this one. Here it is, California Dreamin'. All the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray. California Dreamin' by the Mamas and the Papas. All right, moving on to 419, Mariah Carey, and a song called Fantasy from 1995. The Diva's big dive into the world of hip-hop is built on a sample from Tom Tom Club Genius of Love. Further enhanced by Puff Daddy remix, the rap features an old dirty bastard was hardly smooth sailing, according to R&R rep Corey Rooney, an ODB, took 3 naps while recording his verse and demanded Moet and Newports to get him in the mood. The rapper's wild presence unsettled Columbia Record execs, but Carrie said she loved the energy that he brought. He was your loving, fun-ass uncle who gets drunk at all the festivities, at Christmas dinner, and the cookout on Thanksgiving. Here's Mariah Carey, Fantasy. Mariah Carey, number 419, song called Fantasy from 1995. Thank you, Mariah. Song, Booker T and the MGs, song called Green Onions, in 418 position, from 1962, total instrumental. The Sax House Band had never considered making its own hit until it cooked up this simmering, jam-based, around an organ line 17-year-old Booker T. Jones had written, trying to emulate Ray Charles. As guitarist Steve Cropper recalled, I said, shit, this is the best damn instrumental I've ever heard since I don't know when. As for the Onions, Cropper explained that we were trying to think of something that was as funky as possible. Its original title was Funky Onions, but according to Jones, it sounded like a cuss word. So we retitled it Green Onions. Song is just way too cool. Love it. Anyway, I got a backstory on that song. This is one of those songs where they were in the recording studio, and as they said in the intro, they were just jamming. They just started messing around, playing, and all of a sudden they came up with this. And fortunately, one of the guys was recording at the time. So there it is. Became a #1 hit. Booker T and the MGs. And our countdown, number 418. All right, number 417 in our countdown, Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars, a song called Uptown Funk. We know this one well. Most of us have danced to it. Written in 2015. The breezy boogie vibes of Uptown Funk didn't come easy. A rehearsal jam at Mars' Los Angeles studio led to several arduous sessions of trial and error. Mars lifted the "Don't Believe Me, Just Watch" hook from the rapper Trinidad James' hit, All Gold Everything. Ronson paid homage to Kool and the gang by using an all horns chorus featuring Antibodies and the Dab Kings. He also added a crucial guitar part, while the producer, Just Basker, contributed synths. After the song became a huge crossover genre hit, its knowing riff of the 80s funk styles also inspired several lawsuits, proof that success has many fathers. I get to sing this one too. Here's Uptown Funk. Actually, I get to sing along with Bruno. This one.
This one, that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them good girls, like masterpieces. Styling, wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent, but I kiss myself so pretty. I'm too hot, hot days. For the police and the fireman, I'm too hot, hot days. Make a dragon wanna retire, man, I'm too hot, hot days. Say my name, you know who I am, too hot, hot days. And my band's about that money, break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk, come and give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk, come give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk, come give it to you. Saturday night, we in the spot. Don't believe it, just watch. Don't believe me, 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 just watch. Hey, 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 hey. Stop. Wait a minute. Fill my cup, put some liquor in it. Take a seat. Sign the check, King Julio. Get the scratch. Step to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, we gon' show out. Smoother than a fresh John Skinny. I'm too hot, hot days. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot, hot days. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot, hot days. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot, hot days. Dance about that money, break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Woo. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Woo. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Woo. Cause Uptown Funk gonna give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk gonna give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk gonna give it to you. Saturday night we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 hey. Before we leave,
Yeah.
let me tell y'all a little something. Uptown funk you up. Uptown funk you up. Uptown funk you up. Uptown funk you up. I said uptown funk you up. Uptown funk you up. Uptown funk you up. Uptown you up. Dance, jump on it. If you sexy, then flaunt it. If you freaky, then own it. Don't brag about it, just show me. Dance, jump on it. If you're sexy, then flaunt it. Saturday night, we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 hey. Uptown, funk you up. 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 Uptown, funk you up.
All right. Bruno Mars making it in our 417 position. Greatest hits of all time from Rolling Stone magazine. Thanks for tuning in this evening. It's good to see you again. That song is a great dance song, you got to admit. Great dance song. Super, super. Okay. Moving on to number 416 from Pearl Jam. The song is called Alive from 1991. This song was the genesis of the band. Guitarist Stone Gossard wrote the music, and the future singer Eddie Vedder recorded the vocal after hearing a demo. And Alive still sounds like Pearl Jam at its wooliest. It all happened in 7 days, guitarist Mike McCready remembers. It was very punk rock. Eddie would stay there in the rehearsal studio writing all night long. We'd show up and there was another song. Together, Gossard and McCready worked up the maelstrom while Vedder matched them with the temptatious vocal as he remembered the difficult days he lived through after learning of the long hidden identity of the birth of his parents. Here it is, Alive.
Have I got
Jam. Taking up our 416th position. Alive. All right, our next one in the 415 position. Depeche Mode, Enjoy the Silence from 1990. With a low-slung guitar riff and lyrics delivered by Dave Gahan at his most quaverly romantic, Enjoy the Silence was a top 10 hit that made Depeche Mode into America's superstar, propelling their 7th album, Violator, to the triple platinum status and prompting a near riot at the Southern California in-store appearance. Originally, it was kind of a half a song, Gahan said, and Alan Wilder and Flood, who also were producing the album, had this idea to put a beat to it. Then Martin Gore added the guitar. Gahan said that was it. Here it is. Enjoy the Silence. It's our 415 position. Enjoying the Silence from 1990. Our next one is 414 Blondie, a song called Dreaming from 1979. Featuring one of the greatest opening lines in rock. When I met you in a restaurant, you could tell I was no debutante. Dreaming is both an escapist fun and about escapist fun. The kind that doesn't cost anything. Blondie guitar-songwriter Chris Stein called Dreaming a slithering hit from their 1979 album Eat to the Beat, a mishmash of a lot of things. It really was supposed to be more disco rock than it came out to be. The bass drummer got swamped by the tom-toms. Drummer Clem Burke later said that he played all those wild roller coaster fills because he thought the recording was just a warm-up take. Here's Blondie, Dreaming.
I met you in a
Blondie. Yeah. Number 414 in our countdown. 1979. Next one. Number 413. Going way back to a group called Them and a song called Gloria from 1965. This one I'm going to sing. It was Van Morrison who actually did this in his early days with the group Them. Van Morrison wrote his first hit, Gloria, with the Belfast band, a garage band, Them. He was just another hungry young rocker, but his gravelly sounding voice, years older than he was, and you can hardly notice the roots of his Celtic R&B mysticism he'd pursue for decades to come. I was just being me, street cat from Belfast, Morrison said, probably like thousands of kids from Belfast who were in bands. A Chicago group called the Shadows of the Night hit with a more cautious version in 1966. Morrison later complained that Gloria was capitalized on a lot. Here's Them by Van Morrison. Gloria.
Well, I can tell you about baby. You know, she comes around. She's about 5'4". Her head to the ground. You know, she comes around here just about midnight. She makes me feel so good, Lord. She makes me feel alright. And her name is G L O R I G L O R I A G L O R I A. I'm gonna shout all night. I'm gonna shout it every day. Yeah, 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 yeah. So good, Lord. I wanna say she makes me feel alright. Comes walking down the street, won't come to my house. You knock upon my door, then she comes to my room. Yeah, she makes me feel alright. Looks so good. Alright. Feels so good. Alright. Yeah.
Alright. The group called Them. Lead singer Van Morrison from back in the day, 1965, 413 on our countdown. We've got two songs left. Number 412 by Nia, and that one is called Nia Cherry, actually, and the song is called Buffalo Stance from 1988. Here it is.
How melodic.
Yeah. DJ.
No money man can break my love. The sweetest thing I'm thinking of. We always hang in Buffalo stands. We do the dial every time we dance. I give you love, baby, not romance. I make a move, nothing left to chance. So don't you get fresh with me. Get funky. Yeah, Timmy. So you say you want money, but you know it's never funny when your shoes won't do and there's a rumble in your tummy. But you have to have style, get a go-to style. Put a girl on the corner so you can make a pile. Committed a crime and went inside. It was coming your way, but you had to survive. When you lost the babe, you lost the race. Now you're looking at me to take her place. Who's looking good today?
All right.
Who's looking good in
Nina
every way?
Cherry, Buffalo Stance.
You better watch your
The
mess.
412 position. Thank you, Nina. All right, on our last song of the night, number 411, we're down to. Well, we've made it through 90. This will be our 90th song on the countdown. We still have 400 to go. It's going to take a while. Hope you're enjoying it with me. Some of these songs I've never heard before, to be honest with you. You know, I'm learning as you are what Rolling Stones magazines or musicians think are the greatest songs. Some of these I wouldn't think are the greatest songs, but that's my opinion. But I'm an old guy, so what the heck. All right, number 411. It's by Wilco, Heavy Metal Drummer from 2002. It's our last song of the night. Well, we first need to tell you about Nina Cherry, Buffalo Stance from 88. I didn't do the intro on that one, so here it is. I always try to put an element of rawness, which probably is sex, into what I do, said Nina Cherry. She said one of her solo smash, Buffalo Stance. It's about something that sends tingles up your spine. That's the sex in my voice. A searing dance track featuring the first rapping by a British woman most Americans have ever heard. The song was inspired by London design Ray Petrie and was called his streetwear-inspired fashion buffalo. To me, a buffalo stance is an attitude that you have to have in order to get by, he said, and she said to the New York Times. It's not about fashion, but about survival. And our final song, 411, 2002 by Wilco, Heavy Metal Drummer. Jeff Tweedy joked that his sweetest melody of Wilco career is this open-hearted song that makes peace from the hair metal dudes he used to mock in his punk rock youth. It's the centerpiece of Wilco's post-alt country artistic breakthrough called Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. A kicky drum groove, some breezy strumming, randomly accented electric blips, and Tweedy singing himself at a midlife lesson about never giving in to easy irony. As he said in 2004, the song is really just another reminder, but not being judgmental and reductive. Here's the song. Heavy Metal Drummer.
Go Basic Pro.
Silliness, those heavy metal bands I used to concede on the landing in the summer. She fell in love with the drummer. She fell
group, Wilco, heavy metal drummer. Thanks for tuning in to Tune Tuesday. Joining us for the 500 countdown from Rolling Stones magazine. We'll continue in just a few weeks, and we'll see you soon. Tom Kaz out.